Oh yes, a pleasant, blessing, good afternoon here to everyone. A blessing, pleasant, good afternoon. I am Umar Muhammad, otherwise known as Calypsonian Disciple, transmitting to you from East Dry River. Now, there seems to be something which I try to avoid, but I just cannot avoid it. None of us could avoid it. It's about numbers. Because numbers always become a part of our lives, whatever we do, because everything is calculated according to vibrations, and vibrations have cycles, numbers of cycles, and so on. How old are you? Numbers. Your address, numbers, right? And everything is numbers. You cannot have history without numbers. So I decided to check on the date yesterday, and yesterday was the 3rd of the 3rd, 2021. And something seems to be sort of unique about those dates. So I went into calculation. And when I went into calculation, the 3rd of the 3rd, 21, here it is, the 3rd of the 3rd, 21. And then you have 3, the first 3, or any one of the 3's multiplied by 21 is equal to, multiplied by 7 is equal to 21. And again, if we take any one of the 3's and you divide it into 21, you get 7. So, because you must have a number, you must start by dividing, adding, or multiplying, not subtracting, because we don't want to take out anything, we want to add on to it. We want to find out something. So, it's better we divide, plus, or add on. And in so doing, we multiply 3 by 7, we get 21, here the 21 up here. And then we say 3 into 21, 7. So therefore, there are 3 numbers that are very important in the month of March. And let me mark it down. Where's my marker? I wonder if this is it. No, this is not it. 3 numbers in the month of March. What did I do with my marker? Anyhow, I think I'll make a thing here. Right. There are 3 numbers in the month of March which are very important. These 3 numbers in the month of March could have an effect on the nation, any one of us individually, our parents, mother, father, whatever it is. But the numbers are 3, 7, and 21, right? And if you add 7 to 3, you will get 12. Yes. Okay. Let me continue as how I was going. Now, 3 multiplied by 7 is equal to 21. 3 into 21 equals 7, right? Then I continue to plus 21 to 7, I got 28. And this is it. I continue to plus 21 to 7. I plus 21 and 7, because the 3 main numbers are 3, 21, and 7, equal 28. Then I plus 28 to 3, which is the the ruling number, the dominant number, I get 31, which is 31 days in the month of March. Now, up here, if I plus 7 and 3 is 10, and then I plus the 21 to the 10, you get 31. So the same thing, right? So we just calculating, playing with numbers to see the kind of effect it will have on us. Now, after getting 3 coming out with 3, 7, and 21, adding it all up together, you get 31 days, which is the month of March. These are the 3 dominating numbers in the month of March. Right. Next one. But something unique, as I've said, with these 3, 7, and 21 in the month of March. As I've said before also, these numbers could have an effect on any individual, on the nation, the world for that matter, whatever. So I continue to calculate, and I realized that concerning the month of March, concerning the month of March, on the 24th of the 3rd, 1994, that was a special date for me. The 24th of the 3rd, I shouldn't put 1994, I made a mistake. I should have put 2009. Alright, let me see if I can correct it. What did I do with my marker? Excuse me for a while. How's my marker? I had a marker here, maybe it fell to the ground. Somebody came and called me, I had to attend to the person, and it fell to the ground. I don't know, I'm not seeing it. But I think I got it. Is this it? Is this the marker? No, this is not the marker. Please excuse me for a while I try to see if I can clarify this thing here. It's picking up some time really. 2009. What I should have put here, right. So you see what I have here. On the 25th of the 3rd, 2009, a very important day to me. So the 24th of the 3rd, 1994, and if you notice that I cross off the 1994, right? A very important day to me. And the 25th of the 3rd month, March 2009, was a very important day to me. It still is a very important day to me. So you add up 24 and 25, the 24th of the 3rd, 1994, and the 25th of the 3rd, 2009, and you get 49. It is not by coincidence I get 49 years, because what happened on the 24th of the 3rd, 1994, if it didn't happen, today I would be saying to myself and my first wife that we are living 49 years together. So you see how numbers do not come by coincidence, right? But what happened on the 25th of the third month, 1994? And let me go along to show you, right? Is that on the 25th of the third month, 2009, my second wife and myself started living together. And on the 25th of this same month, the third, 2009, will make it 12 years. Right? So you can see 24th of the third, 1994, and 25th of the third, 2009 makes a big difference. Right? With two women in my life, and you add it up all together, you get 49. If I was still together with the first one, but since I'm not together with the first wife, the 25th of the third month will make it 12 years. But you add up 24 and 25, you get 49, right? So if things didn't happen one way from the right, that means that I would have been living it would have been 49 years since me and my first wife, went together. But again, not by coincidence, we had lived together for 21 years. So here we're going back to the 3rd of the 3rd, 2021, right? We had lived together for 21 years. So that is to show you that numbers plays a very important part in our lives, whether it be positive, negative, or what, right? So as I said before, if today me and my first wife, if we were to be living together, it would have been 49 years. But since we are not living together, somebody else came on the scene, and the same match on the 3rd and the 25th. So you see 24, after 24 is 25. So after 24 is 25, so things work consecutively, right? So on the 25th of March, not the same year, but 16 years after, I think, 16 going 17 years after, there you have another woman in my life, and we lived for 12 years. Now, my first wife, I lived with her for 21 years. And it is not by coincidence that if you turn 21 back to front, you get 12 years. So that is just to show you the science of numbers, right? The numerical science of numbers. So my people, what I'm saying is that everything happens to you, write it down. Take a copy of it. And you will realize that numbers play a very, very important part in our lives, right? The day that we were born, the day that we got married, the day that we got divorced, the first day that we went to school, the first day that we pick up a job, and put all these numbers together. Because at one time in life, something happened to me on the 20th of a certain month. And I wrote it down. And again on the 20th of a certain month, a year after, a similar thing happened to me, and it continued to happen the next year. And then probably it skipped a year, and it continued to happen about 2 years after. Maybe it realized that I was taking check now. So let me move away so that you could think that we live in. And it came back and happened. So I realized that the 20th of that month, something happened. So what I did, I prepared myself to protect myself, if not to protect myself, but to get the benefit of what will happen, the good, the bad, or whatever it is. So as I've said before, if you take check and you mark on the date when things happen, the time, and so on, that is it. Numbers play a very important part in our lives, right? The biggest calculator of number is what? If I ask anybody what is the biggest calculator of number, it's time. because time calculates everything. Every single thing was created in time. And as I've said before, time has no beginning, no ending. We cannot ask ourselves who created time, and we cannot ask ourselves when time will end. Because time as itself is an authority that tells us where, when, how, and why, and whatever, everything in time. So as you see, get yourself into the numerical science of your own life, and you will realize time is pointing out to you something good, something bad, the future, the past, and that's about it. Right? So my people, have a good day. On this day, the 4th of March 2009. And if you check 2009, right? And they put 12 years to it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right. From 2009, I started to live with my second wife. And today, the 25th of March will make it 12 years. But you know, if you put 12 and 9, you get 21. And 21 years was the amount of time, the amount of time I spent with my first wife. So all again, we're going up numbers. So thank you, people. Thank you for listening to me. And make sure, keep a check on yourself. Have a good day. Blessings on everybody.